Hey y'all, welcome back to Trendy DIY 29, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a garden tour. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while, and there's a lot that's going on. So let's get into it. And then we're also going to do some harvesting, because there's a lot to harvest as well. So the drip irrigation, guys, has worked out wonderfully. I've noticed, like, within a few days after I hooked everything up, literally the plants are flourishing. I feel like everything is starting to ripen. It's just amazing. So if you can get in a drip irrigation, but I'm going to do a whole video on that, so don't worry about it, like an in-depth video about it. So right here we have the calendula. It's beautiful, it's blooming. We have our cherry tomatoes coming in, the Tammy G's and the sun sugar. So yeah, we have our Georgia collards and our kales growing nicely. This is a little early for them, but they'll be okay. And look at all of these tomatoes, guys. So we're just going to go ahead and pick these tomatoes. Because this is just prolific. Like, literally the other day, like, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I picked all of them, and now that one wasn't ripe. Sometimes they'll fall off, but I'll just try to get the most ripe ones. This is really prolific. This is the time of the year when your garden is really starting, it should really be producing a lot, is this time of year, around the middle of August, close to the middle of August. And you see all of these. Here goes some more. I have to really pay attention because these are now growing all intertwined together. So sometimes, because you guys see that, those are the Tammy G's. They look orange, so you might accidentally get them confused and pick those thinking that they're ripe sun sugars when they're not. They're unripened Tammy G's, so I gotta pay attention. But I think I got all the ones that I'm really going to get. I'm thinking I might have some overgrown vegetables out here. Not sure. Hope not, though. Oh, wow, I do. So here we're at the cucumber bed. And this is what happens when you forget about your cucumber. Look how massive this thing is, guys. Look at this. How massive this cucumber is. That's what happens when you don't have, like when you skip a few days when you're growing cucumbers. So, I'll show you guys. This is entirely just so too big, so I'm definitely going to have to seed this and peel it. This is a pickling cucumber, so I might make some pickles with this. You guys can see in here a lot of cucumbers are growing. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one too. I'm going to leave that one. Let's see if there's some beans. Let's see, guys. These are definitely slowing down, but that's a nice sized bean. The beans are definitely getting more larger as the season goes on, but for the yellow ones, since they were the first ones that I grew, they're kind of slow right now. I'm not gonna lie. Not much going on. So, yeah. Not really that much going on. I probably picked that one too early. But, yeah. Let's move on. Guys, look at this. Look at the pink Brandywine. They're slowly turning pink on this plant. And look, now it's freaking loaded. Look at that. It's loaded with tomatoes. Look at all of these tomatoes. I need to do something about this branch, guys, because look how long that branch is coming out. Here goes our chili peppers. Look, they're turning red, people. They are beautiful. Look how pretty they are. So pretty, and I've actually been using them. We have some carrots, guys, so let's harvest some carrots and see what's going on with the carrots. So let me get you guys down in there. Now, I did not go back and thin these out, so I might not have, as you guys can see, some of these carrots are small because they weren't thinned out. Now, I do have larger carrots. Let me show you guys. That's one that's larger. That's like a nice size carrot right there. And carrots, guys, you don't have to rush to pick them all. I'm just looking for the very thick stalks because you guys can see, I'm sorry, my hair keeps getting in the way. But as you guys can see, the real thick ones down here, you should know that some of these are rainbow, and then there's another type called sweet little finger carrots. And those are the ones that I really like. And I'm just gonna keep pulling the little baby ones out. It's alright. There's some larger ones, but they're hard to find. So this is why you thin out your carrots, to give them more space. So, little baby carrots. I've been using the carrots out of here, so maybe I pulled out the majority of the larger ones, not sure. But yeah. The rainbow carrots that I got, they just don't grow well. This is the second year of me trying to grow them, so I got some carrots. Go over here. And guys can see the drip irrigation and stuff. But like I said, I'll do another video. But look at this, guys. This is what I saw like 3 days ago. And then look. It bloomed. Look how beautiful this echinacea is. I cannot wait for it to really start. And look, I got more blooms. So this thing is about to be absolutely amazing. Good old-fashioned beefsteak. Look at all those tomatoes. It's amazing. I got one around here, so I'm going to walk around these cucumbers. And you guys can see the beautiful marigolds. They're doing wonderful. And this one is so weird because it's growing like another tomato like on it. But I'm about to pick this one. And I'm making stuffed shells for dinner, so I might blend this up and put it with some pasta sauce, because I do have, I'm going to have to use a can of pasta sauce as well because I don't have that many tomatoes that are ripe. But look at this, guys, how it's growing like this extra little tomato. Sometimes this will happen if you have a double blossom, but it's really weird. Basil's doing nice. Maybe I'll cut some basil for the stuffed shells as well. And you see this, I don't want it to go to flower, so I'm just going to snip that off. But that's really pretty. Look how beautiful these are. It fell down, but as you guys can see, it didn't snap or break or anyway. But I cannot wait to get these too. Look how big those are. And these are Cherokee purple. And I'm going to have to come out here, guys, and spray because I'm getting powdery mildew. But down here, I feel like there's a squash that I forgot. And this is what happens. It's freaking huge. It's definitely going to have giant seeds. But this is how big this squash is. You don't want to let it get this big. But I'm going to have to cut the seeds out. And I'm going to dry some of these seeds and save it But I can't believe that this is actually still growing. It was attacked by the vine borer and everything, and it's still going. And I want to show you guys a new addition to the garden. Let me go around to the front. Look at these, how beautiful the calendula, guys, is blooming now. It's just absolutely out of this world. I don't know if you guys can see, but it literally looks like it's glowing. That's how beautifully bright these flowers are. And then look how crazy that the lavender is blooming. I cut some off and it's drying inside the house right now. The peppermint is going to flower. And look at the nasturtiums, people. Now nasturtiums do take over, because as you can see, look at this vine that it grew. But look, it's blooming with these beautiful bright flowers. Here goes a yellow one. I forget what type of nasturtium this is. A dwarf. It's a dwarf something nasturtium. I can't read it because it's so big, it's covering it. But guys, look how beautiful that is in the gate. So pretty, I know. And then we have some more pink Brandywines that are turning pink. We have a Cherokee. I want to say that this is a Cherokee purple. I'm not sure though, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. But it's something, I think it's a Cherokee purple. We have our yellow lemon boy tomato. I just pruned it down to 3 stems because it was just out of control. And guys, look, I got my trellis up finally. And guess what I'm growing on it? Cucumbers over there. And yes, I'm growing a watermelon on the trellis. So this is a project. Hopefully this is good. I have rebar into the ground, so this is nice and sturdy with steel pipes. So this should be really, and all this is an electrical conduit pipe that you can get at Home Depot. And we got rebar that we pounded like 15 inches into the ground. And just look at how productive this tomato is, too. Beautiful. I might cut this down, though. This one can't get that big. I don't want these that big. We have our tomato. I'm trying to guide the lemon boy over there. This has been completely destroyed, guys. This is the broccoli. So I'm thinking about digging this up, trying to put it somewhere. And I see a squash, not a squash, a worm on there, guys. See that? I want to take them off. That's who's eating the holes into my plant. And this is the cucumber plant, guys. It's already trying to climb, and you just want to weave and help your plants weave itself around it. And what I might do is weave it this way so that it can weave around this strong pipe maybe, and weave it this way instead. So we'll see how that works. The bay tree, I thought it was dying, but look, it's sprouting new growth. So my bay leaf tree is doing well. And look at these dragon tongue beans, guys. It's already starting, but as you can see, these holes means that I have maybe some white fly or some type of bean insect. So I'm definitely have to spray these down with neem oil. This is the zucchini Black Beauty. I don't really see any female ones on here yet. I just see male flowers, so nothing yet. This is the round zucchini. And I swear I actually saw, yeah, there's little baby round zucchinis down there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, they're really tiny. So this should be producing soon. And the cherry tomato arch trellis is all the way up here. It still has a long way to go. The flowers, this is hooked up to the drip irrigation too. The beans, these are the Kentucky Wonder beans. They are starting their way up, making their way up this trellis. So hopefully they meet in the middle like I envision. Cherokee purple, the leftover ones, it's actually turning, so that one's almost ready. I technically probably, yeah, I could pick this little baby Cherokee purple, and it's split. And then I'm going to get all of these little baby ones off. The garden is always the most prolific in August. So yeah. If you don't see anything, these are getting way big. Let me show you guys this. Oh crap, but look how big these are. Okay. So you can do this, and this is with the sunken container in the ground. This is an easy way that you can control something in a smaller space. So I just had that container sunk down into the ground. Fertilizer was thrown in there. Vermiculite was thrown. And right now, guys, if you can see this, I have an ant problem. So I'm going to have to do something about the ants in that pot. I'll get my little tomato that fell. And then over here, guys, look at the flower patch. It's finally bloomed. It's been hot, so they're like kind of dying off. But this is Cracker Jack marigold. So it's different shades of yellow and orange. And then you can see the calendula is blooming as well. But the calendula is having a hard time because the marigold is blocking out the sun. And as you guys can see, it's being damaged. So this is going to have to be sprayed with some neem oil. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. These are the one flowers that take a long time, the pinks, imperial pinks. But I love the way that's all bushy and pretty like that. So I can't wait to see how that looks when it blooms. Hopefully in a week or so. The Black Beauty eggplant, guys, look. It's so weird. Two of them are big next to each other, but look at that. It's not ready yet because it gets way bigger than that, but... And look how healthy this eggplant is. Super healthy. And this is not hooked up yet because I ran out. I used 150 feet and I still ran out. So I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. The rest, some more drip irrigation pipe. And then I'm going to hook this up in the green stalk. Look at this. The green stalk is off the chain. I literally just cut a lot of this Swiss chard for dinner the other day. Look out for that video. It should be uploaded soon, how to cook Swiss chard. And look at the Ichiban eggplant. Guys, this is crazy. The Ichiban eggplant. This is really hard to cut. I'm trying to cut it, but I don't want to drop it. So let's see if this is even possible. But look at that. Because I'm trying to not drop this on the ground, and it's really hard to get it. Scissors fell, but I got it. The Ichiban. These are really good, and they don't go better. And this one I can leave on. But you guys can see it's more Ichiban Foreman. Very productive. Ground cherries. They're productive. I've been freezing them, but I'm thinking about just cutting the ground cherry plant out or just ripping it out and trying to put it somewhere because the ground cherry plant is just too much. It's just too much. It's taking up a lot of space. It's helping insects climb up to the top. So I might be getting rid of that. Right here I have my green bell peppers. I want to go get some phosphorus or something because these bell peppers are, as you can tell, it's turning red, which means this is as big as this one's going to get, which is not grocery store size. The one up here is getting bigger and it's more like a grocery store size. So I'm just going to cut this bell pepper off. You know what? I'm just going to leave it on there. I'm not going to cut it, actually, because I'm going to let it turn red all the way. That'd be nice to see the contrast of the red pepper hanging out. So I'm going to leave that. And look, finally, guys, the dwarf tomato, I think it's called the orange hat tomato. It only gets 9 inches tall. Is finally starting to grow something, so that's cute. A round squash, really not doing anything. We have a green bean plant. They've slowed down a lot. The cayenne peppers, guys. Look at these babies, though. Look at these. The cayenne peppers. Look how long this one is. Like, I wish we had like a contest, but look at that. So the cayenne peppers are very, very healthy. The lacinato kale, getting nice and beautiful. 2 lemon cucumbers. Don't know why I did this, so I might take one out. These are more beans, and these are the old beans, so I might just cut these out because they're struggling and just let these ones flourish. Let me see. Rosemary. There's a serious ant problem here, so I'm definitely going to have to... And look, guys, I keep growing mushrooms. And if anybody can comment, I know it's a moisture thing, but, like, are these mushrooms deadly? Are these edible? I don't know what these are, but the fact that I keep growing them is crazy. I pull mushrooms out almost on a daily basis, and I know they spread their spores easily, like in the wind, so that's not really good. More cayenne peppers, because I'm really trying to make hot sauce this year, because I love spicy stuff. The cat, he's out here. Okay, guys, this basket is getting heavy. And grand finale. Look at this. The dragon tongue beans. Oh my goodness. Y'all cannot tell me that this isn't beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these dragon tongues, and then look at the burgundy beans. The royal burgundy, they are beautiful. Look at this. And I at first was freezing these just straight off the vine in a freezer bag, but I learned that I actually like to blanch them first, and I read online that that's how most people store theirs, it was by blanching them first. Another green pepper plant, which is growing more green peppers. And I'm just going through and I'm trying to get these beans because they like to hide. So let's see how many beans we can get. This one is definitely too big. Let's see. Look how big this one is, guys. Once you see it bulging, that's kind of too big. But I gotta get all of these out. I want you guys to see how many is in here. This started off really slow, but I definitely think it's because I didn't harden them off long enough. So, look how long this one is. It's crazy, guys. Like, so this is the biggest harvest all season. I will definitely be growing these again. I'm really looking forward to seeing those Kentucky Wonder Beans take over that archway. And unfortunately, yes, all of these beautiful beans, when you cook them, turn, you guessed it, green. So, and the more that they're exposed to sunlight, the more purple they are. The least that they're in the sunlight, the ones that aren't in the sunlight the most, they don't turn as dark. So keep that in mind. And that usually goes with most vegetables. Because most vegetables, I forget the scientific or, correct name to use. But most vegetables, guys, look at that. It's so pretty. Most vegetables, they need sunlight in order to make them turn their full potential, their full color. So, for instance, if you're growing that Black Beauty tomato, you need to make sure you're trimming the leaves enough so that your tomatoes can get, make sure you're trimming the leaves enough, I'm sorry guys, so that your tomatoes can get proper sunlight so they can turn that dark black color all the way. Because if you don't, I just can't believe these. These are just beautiful. I'm so glad I grew a whole bed of them. They have not started yet, but I'm just gonna pick all of these beans. And like I said, don't be upset if you can't grow enough of all one kind. You can mix them. It's okay. Get this off. Oop. So, these are the dragon tongue beans. Look how pretty those are. And let's see what else we have. I have a lot of cucumbers are growing on here too. Bell pepper. What else? Look, the jalapeno, guys. I don't need it right now, but they don't get hot. I've used a few of them. I made tacos not that long ago, and they were really good. Giant cucumber again. This is what happens when you forget about your cucumbers. And this is like the up view of what's going on, guys. It's a lot of food. Like, this is a lot of food. Like I said, if you wanted to pick that eggplant, you could. But I think everything that's growing that I wanted to get out the garden. So, yeah, guys, this is basically it. If we want, we can pick a few of these peppers. Because I am going to make some pickles probably tonight, because I do have enough cucumbers now. And I like spicy pickles. Oh, crap. Get some red ones. I'm sorry, guys. Oops. Some green ones. Some red ones. It'll look nice in the jar. Like, I'm so not cutting this right, guys. So sorry. I really wanted to do this video on a sunnier day, but I couldn't wait anymore. And let's just go ahead and get that off by hand wherever. Where did I cut the stem? Oh, right here. Pick up all my peppers. I dropped one, so I gotta go fish it out. Little peppers. And yeah, guys, like, if I wanted to pick that one, I could, but I'll just leave it out here. It's okay. If you guys are wondering, my drip irrigation is running every 6 hours right now because it's been really, really hot, and I'm just trying to figure out the right amount of time. So yeah, this is the garden, the archway. You see, it's really starting to make its way up there, guys. And there's the nasturtiums, the flowers. I'm just happy to finally see them. And these, echinacea takes a really long time, guys. But finally, it's beautiful. It was getting attacked by bugs, but as you guys can see, I trimmed it down. And right now, what my garden needs is just a good treatment of neem oil for maybe a few weeks. Maybe every 10 days, I'm going to spray it down because I can see that there is some pest issues, some disease, tiny bit of disease in certain plants. So that'll really help calm that down. And also, it looks like my plants could use a good helping of some fertilizer. My peppers, they need some type of phosphorus, so I'm going to look online for something like that. But yeah, this is everything that's going on right now, guys. So we can look in our basket and see this is the biggest harvest all year. We have dragon tongues, our royal burgundy, ichiban, eggplant. We have a, what is this? It cracked, but it's okay. What is that? Crap, Cherokee purple tomato. We have a beefsteak. We have dragon tongue beans. We have a squash. I can't remember. I think this is a Dixie hybrid squash. We have 2 large national pickling cucumbers. I want to say that this is a national, so I think 3 national pickling cucumbers. We have some carrots. You know, not all great big ones, but we have some carrots. We have some million tomatoes. We have some sun sugar tomatoes. We have Tammy G tomatoes. We have red chili peppers, green chili peppers. What else is in here, guys? It's a lot of stuff. We have basil in here. So, like, this is a really, really big harvest, the biggest one of the season. So make sure, guys, that you like, you share, and you subscribe, and I will be back with another video.